Mia and her class visited the City Museum on a rainy Thursday afternoon after lunch. They wandered through ancient sculptures and admired rows of shiny old swords. But something caught Mia's attention, a painting hanging alone on a red wall. It showed a girl standing in a field under a violet sky filled with birds. The girl in the painting looked like Mia, with the same hair and green sweater. She stepped closer and noticed something strange. One bird's eye was blinking. Mia gasped and turned to her teacher, but he was busy explaining Roman coins. She looked back, and now the girl's hand was lifted, pointing toward the hallway. Without thinking, Mia walked past the ropes and stood directly in front of the frame. The museum lights flickered for a moment, and the room around her grew silent. Then, the painting shimmered slightly, as if painted waves rippled in the wind. Suddenly, Mia was no longer in the room, she stood in the field with the girl. The grass was soft, and the sky above was just as purple as in the painting. The girl smiled and took Mia's hand, saying nothing, just walking forward slowly. They passed floating birds frozen in air, each one glowing softly like tiny stars. Mia felt safe, though it was all surreal, like a place built from half-formed dreams. In the distance, a tower stood alone, with golden bells that rang silently. The girl led her to a garden path lined with mirrors that reflected the sky. Mia saw herself in every mirror, older in some, younger in others. "Who are you?" Mia finally asked softly, but the girl only smiled and pointed up. A door opened high in the clouds, and wind swirled gently around their feet. The girl let go of her hand and waved, then stepped backward into the sky. Mia blinked and found herself back in the museum, standing near the wall. The painting now showed only a field, no girl, no birds, no violet sky. But Mia still felt the girl's warmth in her fingers as she turned to leave.